Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Palak's English and Business Communication classes. In the last class we discussed about chapter the sentence, we discussed about its definition, we dealt with the kinds of sentences based on the semantic type, and today we'll discuss about the parts of the sentence, that is the subject and predicate. So let's start. First we'll go through the quick recap of the last class and then we'll discuss about the subject and the predicate of the sentence and then we'll do some exercises. First, let's revise what we discussed in the last class. We dealt about the definition of the sentence, like it is a group of words that makes complete sense. Then we also saw some examples. Then we discussed about the kinds of sentences based on the semantic type. Semantic type is based on the meaning, and on the basis of semantic type, sentences are categorized into assertive or declarative sentences. Assertive or declarative sentences are the normal sentences in which we state a fact or declare something or describe something. Imperative sentences are command, order, or request. Interrogative sentences are question sentences, and affirmative and negative sentences are also the part of assertive sentences. Affirmative sentences are something in which we affirm something in a positive way, like Radha is an intelligent girl. And negative sentences are the sentences in which we say something no, never, like never tell lies. And sixth is the exclamatory sentences in which we express some strong or sudden feeling or admiration or compassion. For example, what a tragedy, how hot it is. And it ends with the exclamation mark. Now let's talk about the parts of the sentence. Every sentence consists of two parts, subject and predicate. Now, what is the subject? A subject is the part of a sentence about which something is said. It can be a noun like the name of a person or thing or place we speak about, or a pronoun with or without other words going with it. Now comes the predicate. What we say about the subject is called the predicate. The predicate is basically the verb with or without other words going with it. One thing to note here is the subject of the sentence usually comes before the predicate, but sometimes the predicate also comes before the subject. But we'll discuss that later in this video. Now let's see the examples. First, birds fly. Here both birds and fly are the single words. Subject is bird and predicate is fly. Second, Mohan is an engineer. Now the subject is Mohan and predicate is only is, not the whole word is an engineer. That's why I only underlined is. Third, mountains add to the beauty of a country. Now in this sentence, mountains is the subject and add is the predicate, not the whole word add to the beauty of a country. Add is a predicate, and as I had already told you, predicate is basically a verb and the other words going with the verb are the complement or an object or adverb phrases. Fourth, the poor girl sat in a corner. Now here only girl is a subject, not the poor girl. And sat in a corner. In this sentence only sat is a predicate or a verb. Fifth, this intelligent girl has passed her examination in the first division. Now here also only girl is a subject, that's why I only underline girl, and the other words, this intelligent, are the additional words going with the subject. Has passed her examination in the first division. Has passed is a predicate. Sixth, the President of India has awarded him a good medal. Now here also the President is subject and has awarded is a predicate. Seventh, he teaches engineering graphics. Here also pronoun he is a subject and teaches that is verb is a predicate, and engineering graphics is the object. Now some things to note. As I had already told you, sometimes the predicate part comes before the subject part. These type of sentences in which the predicate precedes subject is called the subject and predicate inversion, and this construction is allowed in the standard English. In these type of sentences, subject comes after the verb. Now let's see the situations where basically the predicate comes before the subject. First, in most questions, let's see the examples. Are you ready? Here are is predicate and subject is you. Second example, did I forget to feed my iguana again? Did is a predicate and I is a subject. Second situation, in sentences beginning with here or there. Example, here comes the bus. Now comes is a verb and it is coming before the subject bus. The second example beginning with here or there is, there were 15 cats and an eviction notice on Janet's front porch. Now you can see that were, that is a predicate, is coming before the subject cats and an eviction notice. Third situation, in sentences beginning with prepositions or prepositional phrases. For example, down went the Royal Francis. Here went is a verb and it is coming before the subject Royal Francis. Second example, after the dinner comes the dance. Here predicate comes is coming before the subject dance. Third example, across the clearing and through the stream ran the frightened deer. Now frightened deer is a subject and it is coming after the verb ran. Now one more thing to note is, it is not a hard and fast rule that in only these situations the predicate comes before the subject. Sometimes it is a requirement of the sentence in which we have to see the predicate is coming before the subject. For example, most intelligent girl of the class is Radha. Now Radha is a subject and it is coming at the end of a sentence after is. So we have to see the requirement of the sentence. Now some more things to keep in mind. Like in imperative sentences, like the sentences expressing command, order or request, the subject is understood. Like it is unexpressed, it is implied. We have to understand it. For example, sit down means you sit down. The subject you is implied here. Swim fast means you swim fast. Again, the subject you is implied here. Let's see other note. In some sentences, both the subject and the predicate are unexpressed, means both are implied. We have to understand it. Like shocking, it means it is shocking. Second, what a beautiful night. That means what a beautiful night it is. So basically these are exclamatory sentences. But not all exclamatory sentences. Some of the exclamatory sentences are there in which both the subject and predicate are implied or unexpressed. Now let's solve the exercises based on the types and the parts of a sentence. First question is, identify whether the following sentences are declarative, interrogative, imperative or exclamatory. Now it's a very simple exercise. You can just pause it for 5 minutes and you can solve it. Now first sentence, mind your own business. See, it is sounding like command only or order only, so it is an imperative sentence. We write it as imperative sentence. Second, the house is to let. It is seeming to be normal sentence, so it will be declarative. Third is a very simple sentence. You can see there is a question mark, so it will be interrogative. Now fourth, please let me work. Now please is also a request, so it will be imperative. Fifth is also very simple. How much is this book? So it is seeming to be question mark, so no, yeah, it is seeming to be question sentence, so it will be interrogative. Other sentence, let the boys assemble in the auditorium for this seminar. Now if you remember, I told you in the last class that if let is used, it is indirectly the command in the sentence. So it will be imperative sentence as it is indirectly a command. So it is an imperative sentence. Now seventh is also a very simple sentence. It is ending with exclamatory marks, so it is exclamatory sentence. Eighth is, they don't understand our difficulties. Now you can see it's a negative sentence, but What type of negative? Negative declarative. And in this question, we just have to answer whether it is declarative or imperative or interrogative or exclamatory. They are not asking us to write whether it is positive or negative. So it will be declarative. Now 9th. Don't touch those glass exhibits. Now here also the same thing. It is a negative sentence, but it is negative imperative because it is a command that don't touch those negative glass exhibits. So it is imperative negative. But if in the question they would have asked us whether to identify positive and negative sentences also, then it would have been negative sentence, not imperative. Last, Varanasi is on the banks of the Ganga river. Now it is clearly a declarative. It is a normal sentence. Now second exercise, rearrange the jumbled words to form meaningful sentences. First I have already done for you. You now just have to solve 2 sentences. So just pause the video for 1 minute and solve it. Now let's see the solutions. Now the first sentence which was already done for you, first we'll see that. So let's see the jumbled words. Me, he to study law advised. So it was, he advised me to study law. Second, prime the announced relief the people to all the of district minister. Now it was little tricky. The answer was the prime minister announced relief to all the people of the district. Third, telling lies, let never me catch you. So the answer was, let me never catch you telling lies. Now, third exercise, circle the subject and underline the predicate in the following sentences. Now, let's see the solutions. First was quite easy. It is the train arrived late. So the subject was the train and arrived is the predicate. Second, the Prime Minister with all his cabinet members has submitted his resignation to the President. Now Prime Minister is the subject and has submitted, that is a verb, it is a predicate. Now third, there go the principal and the members of the teaching staff. Now here you can see it is an inverted sentence. Here the predicate, that is go, is coming before the subject, that is principal and members. Now fourth sentence, birds of the same feather flock together. Now birds is a subject, that's why I encircled it, and flock is predicate, that is, it is a verb. Now let's see some more sentences in which you again have to identify the subject and the predicate. Now here are the more sentences in which you have to identify the subject and the predicate. Subject you have to encircle and predicate you have to underline. I am again repeating, subject you have to encircle and predicate you have to underline. So just pause the video for 2 minutes and solve the exercise. Now let's see the solutions. Fifth sentence, they are shortly moving out of their house. Now they is a subject and are is a predicate. Sixth, the most exhilarating, stunning city in the world is Las Vegas. Now exhilarating and stunning both are predicate and it is coming before the subject Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a subject. So, and you can see it is coming in the end of the sentence. So it is the requirement of the sentence in which the predicate is coming before the subject. Now, seventh, the famous fashion designer Anjali Kapoor changes her branded bag every day. Now, Anjali Kapoor is a subject, that's why I encircled it, and changes is a verb, that is a predicate. Other sentence, our real enemy is reservation. Now here again the predicate is coming before the subject reservation. Now ninth, Gautam Buddha was born in Lumbini, Nepal. Now Gautam Buddha is a subject and was is a verb, so it is a predicate. Now last sentence, here comes the jury. Now comes is a verb, it is a predicate, and see the sentence is beginning with here. So predicate is coming before the subject, jury. So predicate is comes and subject is jury. Now here with this we come to an end of our class. Hope you understood and learned what all I have taught in today's video or previous video. And if you have any doubts or any queries, please mention it in the comments section. I will try to resolve it as soon as possible. I hope you liked my video. If you liked my video, please like it. Please share and subscribe my channel Palak's English and Business Communication Classes. And thank you for watching my video, for listening it, and have a nice day. Thank you.